One of the things you did mention there was about internships, and through Brightwater, we spoke to the University of Limerick, and one of the things they've started there is that immersive software engineering program, which has 5 residencies across the 4 years with major tech companies, which is just an incredible opportunity. So you've gone the full academic route with your PhD, but would this kind of internships, residency have been appealing to you when you were starting out?
Yeah, I was looking into this course beforehand, and from a starting point, I think very often software engineers are really problem solvers, and giving them a chance to work. And I think there's companies like SoapBox Labs, Stripe, startups like here, like ManAero, giving them a chance to work there and do real world problem solving in some really, really exciting and interesting teams, I think is a fantastic learning experience. And the difference between, sitting in lectures and taking on board on information that's really important to know, don't get me wrong, to actually working in a team around different types of experts, along with experts in your specific field, is just a fantastic opportunity. And by the time they graduate, they'll have experienced different cultures. From the nature of being in a company, they won't have been siloed in a bunch of software engineers. There'll be all sorts of expertise around them, and I think that learning experience is super. And funnily enough, although I did go the PhD route myself, which is considered hyper specialized, I think that was one of the things that I loved about it, is it was applied problem solving, and I was surrounded by psychologists, data scientists, physios, S&Cs. It was a really unique environment in a sense, and I think that applied learning in a real world kind of with the pressure of the timeline and the team around you is a fantastic opportunity.
Yeah, it's interesting. Is that going up the education curve where you do a master's, which is a certain level. When you get to the PhD stage, you're really identifying a problem, and your thesis is how to solve it, which I think is it's a fantastic way that a brain works, and not for everybody, but I'm glad there are people like you who are doing that. One of the things you did mention there as well is about that real world experience, and I suppose I had a taste of that and had a wealth of experience, but no corporate or office experience. So in my first job, when I went in, I all but didn't know how to behave in an office. And I don't mean that, and I was walking around doing anything, but what's the social interaction, how people work, with some people, how that becomes really, really important. I think that real life residency will be very, very valuable, and hopefully that we'll see that tipping through into other courses.